Is it recording? Okay, here's the homework, 1-4. We're gonna skip problem number 1. Problem number 5, it says, find the slope and the y-intercept of the line whose equation is given. Now this is a big mess, right? What are you gonna do to find the slope and the y-intercept?
Just
What-
distribute.
Yeah, so tell me what to write.
3x minus 6
3x minus 6
plus y
plus y
equals
equals 7.
minus 6y minus 24.
Yep, okay, what goes together?
Uh,
Okay. We need to get the y's together. So let's collect like terms.
6y.
What do these two add up to be?
oh, 1.
Ooh, I'm sorry, guys. I was going on the wrong side. No. Sorry. 3x. My bad. Okay, we're gonna bring this over here. What does that become?
7y.
So 3x. And now this 6 is gonna come here, and you add, when you add it, you get 13. So what's negative 24 plus 13? Negative 11. Okay, now, we wanna get it in slope-intercept form, so bring 3x to the other side. And divide everything by 7. So what is the slope? Negative 3/7, and what's your y-intercept? Here's your slope,
1 minus 6. Do you want that as a mixed number or as an improper fraction?
improper. Number 9. Let's find the slope. Do you guys like that slide method?
Yeah.
I just felt that would have been useful freshman year.
Just say it's still just come off.
So stack your 2 points. And it doesn't matter what goes on top, just pick one. Now make your slide. So we have, in the numerator, we have 0 minus 2. And then the denominator, we have 1/4 minus 3/4. Now, what you're gonna notice is, in this class, notice how in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, we didn't deal with complex type of problems like this,
Yeah.
right? They weren't that bad.
That
So,
was just like
you
a
guys-
compound fraction.
what's the numerator?
Negative 2.
How do you do this bottom? What's 1/4
They have common
minus?
denominator, so it's.
It is, there is a
negative
common denominator, so it's negative 2 over
2. Or 4.
4.
Yeah.
And what is another name for negative 2 over 4?
Negative 1/2.
It's negative 1/2. Okay, now you have a fraction over a fraction, what do? You're
Flip
gonna
and
flip it and
multiply.
multiply, you get 4.
Burbank.
The 2 negatives cancel.
Flip and multiply, she says.
Yeah,
Flip
flip
and
and
multiply.
multiply this out here.
Okay, number 13. You are given 2 ordered pairs, and it's written in algebraic form. That's a 5, right? I'm rewriting it. And m is negative 2. I want to know what t would be so that the slope of this ordered pair is negative 2. Well, what is the definition of slope? It's the difference of these over the difference of these. So if you wanted to do your slide thing, t plus 1, so we're going to do this. Like that. So it's 5 minus negative 3t plus 7 over t plus 1 minus 6. You're gonna set this equal to negative 2, because that's what we want this slope to be equal to. Now, this is an algebra problem. How do you solve this? What are you gonna do with this negative?
Am I distributing?
Distribute it. So it's 5 plus 3t minus 7 over t minus 5, negative 2 over 1. Then what? You're going to cross multiply. Cross multiply. Well, actually, you can add these two together first. So this is 3t minus 2 over t minus 5. And now cross multiply. Negative 2 times this, and this times this. So 3t minus 2 equals negative 2 times t minus 5. Add 2t, add 2. What's your answer? 12/5. And that is the correct answer.
Can you leave that up for me? Can you?
Sure.
Thank you.
Questions? Okay, let's move on. Number 17. This is an easy one. Find the equation of a line with this slope and it passes through this given point. Want to do point slope? Tell me what to put.
So plug in your stuff. So 1 minus 5.
The 5 goes here, the 3 goes here, and the 1 goes here. Now, is there another answer?
Plus 2. Okay.
You could actually just write it in slope-intercept form, add 5, and that's good too. So, but the question did not specify what form. These are all good. Next one, 21. Find the equation of the line given through these points.
You gotta
So,
find the slope and then
so,
you can do
yep.
plus slope.
let's find the slope. I'm just gonna stack, I'm gonna put negative 3, negative 2, because I don't have a lot of room. I'm gonna slide that, so what's the slope?
-3. So -1.
Yep, negative 1. And now, you can use, actually, do you know what, this is a special point, 0, negative 5. Do you guys know where 0, negative 5 is, right there? What's that letter? B.
Oh.
When x is 0, that's your y-intercept. So what is the equation of this? This is an easy one. Y equals negative 1x minus 5. 25. It says determine whether the line through PQ, so we want to take these two and find the slope, and then RS and find the slope. And then decide if they're the same, they're parallel, if they're perpendicular, they would be opposite reciprocals, and if they're just completely different, they're neither. So basically what you have to do is find the slope on these two. So what's the slope for PQ? It'd be 5 minus negative 1, which is what?
It's 2, the slope is 2.
And then 2 minus negative 1. 6 over 3, which is 2. So So the slope for PQ is 2. How about our S? 2 minus 1 over 4 minus 6. What do you get? -1/2. So what are you gonna tell me about 25? They're perpendicular. They are opposite, one's positive, one's negative. And they're reciprocals. This is the same type of problem, but instead of giving you 2 points, they give you two equations. So what you have to do is get both of these in what form? What form do you want to get 2x plus y minus 2 in? Slope intercept form. How do you get this in slope intercept? Bring that and this over. So what's the slope of the first of this line right here? It's -2. And how about this next one? I think it's a plus sign.
It is.
It is? Okay. So we get 2y equals, slide these two on the other side, -4x minus 18, and then divide by 2. Now what can you tell me? What is the slope on both of
Oh my
these?
god, they're parallel.
They're parallel. Their slopes are the same. Okay, next, 37. I want an equation of a line that's parallel to this but contains this point. So what are you going to do? How do you find the slope of this line? Bring 3x over. So I don't even have to finish this off. I can just tell you the slope is 3/2. So I'm going to use 3/2 with this point. So I'm going to start with point slope form. Y minus 3 equals 3/2 times x minus 2. Now, if they want you to write it in slope intercept form, what you would do is distribute. Those are going to cancel, and then add 3. These negative 3's cancel out. Next, 41, do the same thing. You're given this point, it passes through, but I want it to be perpendicular. So I need the slope of these two. So what do? 1 minus 3. What's 1 minus 3? -2 over 0 minus 2, which is -2. What's the slope? 1. But what would it be if it was perpendicular? -1. So a perpendicular slope would be -1. So you're going to write y minus 3 equals -1 times x plus 1. Distribute. And add 3. Okay, here's some story problems. 52. It says, a software company increases its sales linearly. These are the